Hello, hello. Lucas, Wesley?
Hello.
Yeah, are you both there? Aye, fantastic. What I need you guys to do is to have devices work quickly. I noticed that's only one um, sheet, one part of the spreadsheet, which I believe you might have done together, right? Am I right to say that or not really? Yeah. So you can unmute yourself so we can communicate. So what I would ask you to do is I need you today to get two devices so we can work separately because that's a lot of work to do so I can see where I can support you because your needs, Wesley, is not the same as the needs of Lucas. Yeah. So I don't know who needs a device. So quickly go and get a device and then switch yourself back on and we're going to work on each of the parts. Okay. So I'll wait a couple of minutes. While I wait, I'm going to give you a task, Lucas. Do you know, can you show me actually? Turn your camera on so I can work with you. Do you know how to multiply 93 times 96 very quickly? How would you do it? Unmute yourself so you can guide me through the process.
First, you do 6 times 3,
Okay.
which is 18.
Okay.
Then 6 times 9,
Yeah.
which is 54.
Would you like to do that? While I'll show you a way to do it as well that is super quick. So I'm going to do the same on the side. And you do your method on the one I wrote for you. And I'm going to do another one on the side. I finished. Have you finished?
I can't do it on the screen.
You can't. Have you got, you don't have the shell? Wait a sec. Yeah, it's enabled. You should have view more options. Press on view more options, go on annotate. You should have like on the menu.
It doesn't show.
You found it?
No, it doesn't show.
It doesn't show. Strange. Let me stop sharing and share again. Stop sharing. Strange. Yep. Try again. See if you have annotate.
No.
No. Which device are you on? Is it a tablet or
Laptop.
a laptop? That's strange because you should have all the. What are the options that you see on view more options?
Just original size and exit full screen.
On the top. Now you should have a bar or at the bottom, a bar.
No, it's at the top, and that's what it says.
What does it say?
Original size, exit full screen.
Okay. And what are the menus you've got available on the Zoom?
Mute, stop video, participants, chat and share, leave. So that's it.
That's it. And on top of that, there's not a bar, a small bar saying view more options.
It says you're viewing Elizabeth Garcia's screen. And then it says
wow. It's like very, very tiny tab. I don't know, maybe something different. Is yours what's it called? Chrome?
Yes.
Yeah. Your Chrome, I think it needs updating something because it's not the first time. Your dad has issues as well with the Chrome. Okay, so can you see how quick I've done this calculation?
Yeah.
I want you to learn that technique. So you need to know what is your base 10. Okay, so you have base 10, 100, 1,000, and so on, right? So when you're doing this, you need to be able to identify how close it is to your tens or your hundreds. In this case, we have 93. It was closest to 100. And the difference is what we write here. And you do the same on the other side. So then, okay, so then we have crossways. Whichever number you take out, it'll give you the same answer. So if you take 93 take away 4, you get 89. And 96 take away 7, you get 89 anyways. And after, you just multiply the last two digits. Do you want to try another one to see if it works?
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. So let's start big numbers. I like big numbers because that scares other people to do it as well, especially the nines. So let's say 92 times by 95. So how far off are we from 100 on the first one?
2, it's 8.
8, so minus 8. And how far off are we from 100 for 95?
5.
Fantastic. So the first thing you do, you either take away 8 from the bottom one or take away 5 from the top one. So if you do 92 take away 5, we're going to get 87. And then you multiply the 5 and the 8 together, which gives you 5 times 8 is
40.
40. And check if that's not correct. Get a calculator in hand and find, oh, I can do this that easy. Did you ever done this before?
No.
No. So create your numbers. Give me 2 of your numbers, big numbers like that. 90 is odd. 90 what?
Oh.
94?
90.
Any. Give me any. 2.
93.
93. And what about the bottom one?
91.
Fantastic. That's really good. So now we can do it. So what is the first thing I need to look? Can you tell me?
How far the numbers are from 100?
Perfect. So this is far from 100 by,
7.
and this is far from 100 by
What? 9.
9. Fantastic. So straight away, I can multiply 9 times 7, and I get the answer for this one. So is 63. That's done, the end of the answer. And then I do 93, take away 9, or 91, take away 7. It's up to you which one you want to do.
Okay.
Okay, so each of them, they should give you the same answer. So I know it's going to be 84. So now check if the answer is correct. And you're going to do this magic when you go to school. Is Wesley able to log in? No, he doesn't have a device.
No, not yet.
Okay. How good was that?
Quick.
Yeah, very quick, you know? So let's try another one with smaller numbers. Let's say I want to try with 12 and 15. So we're doing it it's closer to 10 than it is to 100. So I'm going to use base 10. So how much higher is 12 in relation to 10? Plus 2, right?
Wesley needs the meeting ID to go in. the
Ooh.
meeting.
How can I share with him? What are the possibilities to share?
I don't know.
Email? What's your email? Do I have your email, Wesley?
No, you don't have his email.
So how do I send it to you? Can you log in onto the course and press on the button? Can you log in onto the course?
Log into what?
To the course, to the main course. if I can share. You know where we have the course content?
Which course?
Ooh, that means you don't know. The login is here. Can you see where we go onto my website? Okay. When you go to the website and you go on to A2i Maths for Life, you should be able to log in from there. And at the bottom of it, we have the sessions we are having today. When he presses on holiday deals, which is today's session, he can press on click access live sessions. I think he's with your mom's email, Marcia. And the password, I think, is one of yours. Yes, he's in. Yeah, fabulous. Fabulous. Yay! Now, what I want you to do is for you to teach your brother during this session the same thing we've done. Do you think you can do it, Lucas?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that smile. That means you learn something that no one knows. Trust me. Go to your teacher and say, I can do this without the long multiplication. She's going to say, huh? Say, I have a trick. I have a trick, miss. She's going to love that. Yeah, make sure you show her this. It's fun. Let's have a look. So where's the course? It's here. So if you guys start logging in onto the course, this is what you see. And you don't need the login details. Just press here and you should be able to access, okay? We're doing in parts. So you have the holiday. So last week was the holiday. So it's here, the session for the holiday. You have the Google Sheet they used, and well done for doing the homework. But I want you to do individually because that's how you learn. I don't know if it was 1, 2, or just yeah, but I want you to start doing it. I made some comments that we're going to have a look in a second. Yeah. Then Wesley, where's your camera? Come on. Set up. Go. Go. So yeah, I can see your table. Yeah, pretty much. Hi, sorry. So if you go up, we have session, we have the spreadsheet to download, and we will have the session recording. And after we have all these tasks, which I want you to do it first on the spreadsheet or on a piece of paper with all the calculations. And then I want you to transfer those skills onto quizzes. So then I can mark and you can see where your marks are. Yeah. Okay. So this is double practice for this week. So Lucas has something to teach you today, Wesley, and you're going to tell him how easy it is and if you knew about the trick. If you didn't, then voila. I'm going to try and get annotate again. See if you can access. So we have this example here. So what do we have to do first? So Lucas is going to explain. Unmute so you can explain. I can hear it as well. I want to learn. Yeah.
I don't have annotate.
Oh, that's fine. But you can say, I'll write. I'll be your hand for today. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. So I'm going to remove this part so you can explain to Wesley what you have to do first.
So to figure out what 12 times 15 is, we have to figure out how close 12 is to 10.
Fantastic.
Which is 2. But since we have to add because it's bigger than 10. And since 15 is also bigger than 10, and it's 5 bigger than 10, we have to add 5. So we could do 5 times 2, which is 10. And we could do 15 times 2, or 15 times 5.
15 add 2 or 5 or 12 add 5?
15 add 2, I mean, is 17. And 12 add 5 is
17 as well.
17.
So the answer for this should be 1,710.
10.
Now I want you guys to check that answer. So 12 times 15, sorry, and see if we had anything left over, because we might have had anything left over there. Wait just a second. Yeah, we had the 1. So because this is smaller than 100, that one goes there and you add them together and that's it. Yeah. So the answer will be 180 altogether. If it is a 90s, what do we do? Because that one was fun, wasn't it? So give me two values in the 90s, because when you go to school, I want you guys to show this to your colleagues. Okay. So let's go. 90, what do you want? 90 what? 92, okay, and?
94.
Fantastic. So what do we do again?
So we have to figure out how far 92 is from 100. And that's 8. And 94 is 6 values away from 100.
Fantastic.
So we do 8 times 6, which is 42.
Is it 42 or 48?
48.
48, fantastic. Yeah.
Then we
And
do 94, take away 8.
so 94 take away 8, or you can also do 96 take away 6. Can be one or the other.
94 take away 8 is 86.
Fantastic.
And 92 take away 6 is
Also,
also 86.
Yeah.
This will give the same amount.
fantastic. Now check with the calculator if it works. And I want Wesley for you to pick 2-digit numbers on the 90s and do exactly the same, because I want you to go to school and teach your friends the same technique. So they're not doing long, crazy multiplications. Yeah. Okay. So let's start again. So give me 2 numbers, Wesley.
90 and 95.
Fantastic. So we know we're going to have a remainder for sure. That we need to bring it over. So this goes minus 10, and that one minus 5. Fantastic. Okay, so if we have, then the first thing you have to do is times those two. That's easy. What's that? 10 times 5, Wesley. Is yours
That's
wrong?
50.
Fantastic. Yeah. And what do you do next?
See, 95 times 50.
10, yeah. Also, 90 take away 5 gives you the same answer. So that's it. If we have 4 digits there, I'm happy with. So that's correct. Yeah, done. And you can do this with thousands, with 10,000s, and so on and so forth. Okay, that was a nifty trick. Now we're going to start our holiday practice today. And this is good because you're going to have to multiply things in your head. But I like to use the spreadsheet like we did last time. I made some comments on the previous session. So let's have a look. Go on to it. Let me see if you, let me know if you can see it. Oh, What happened to our spreadsheet? I'm sure it's here. Yeah, there it is. It's a bit slow, my internet today. Is yours suffering as well? No, must be mine. Maybe it's because I have too many. Let me close all these tabs that I have in the background. Too many tabs, probably. Yeah, it was that. Too many tabs. A bit slower than usual. Yeah. Two of them open doesn't help. Yeah, you can see it now. So well done for the homework. I'm going to make a couple of comments. Copying and pasting, fantastic. That's a good skill, especially when you don't have the background. You chose the iPhone 12 Pro, so you can see in the future how you can save money. So I loved it, the way you set up. When you've done the calculations, there was only a few little mistake there, because I know the phone itself is 999. So that alone shows that the value needs to be above at least 1,000. There's just one P in there and it makes 1,000. So it was 919. So I would check that, because you need to do guesstimation. Once you've done the guesstimation, I can see that you have the total SIM contract for the 24 months, but the monthly cost is for the total amount. So obviously it's going to come down to 99 anyways. So what you should have done is the sum, add the SIM card, and add the total of the mobile phone. Yeah, that is how you get the total amount. So I've done again the calculations here, and you have the notes. You can have a look at the notes. How to calculate that one is really important. So the cost would be 1,419. So the second one that you've got, you just have the price of this price, which is the price of the upfront cost, is what you pay before you receive the mobile phone. It can include tariff or not. To get that value, you need to show your monthly costs. There's no monthly costs here. So did you know how much was the monthly cost? Whichever was it, if it was hours as well, you can put the value here. So you can only calculate this if you have the monthly costs, because there's no monthly costs, it's just 139. I don't think they would sell us the iPhone for 139. Yeah. So monthly cost, let's say if we copy the same monthly cost as the previous one, the one we had before. Let's have a look. If only my network wasn't so slow. £38 a month. So if we use that, we're going to find out how much it costs. So £38 a month. Okay. Now you can see the value change straight away. But the real value is the one here. So we're going to copy this, equals this. And we're going to make up the difference between one and the other. So it'll be equals this, the sum. You always have to do the sum, this minus this. So we saving again, we deal 2 in this case. Okay, so this is the important things. Make sure you don't forget how much is it per month. And when you add the costs there, you can see the difference. So it's 24 months. So we're using the 24 times the 38. Yeah. Okay. So I hope it's useful. Have a look at this, because it will help you make better judgments. Okay. Up until now, the SIM card, it seems to be cheaper if we are on a £38 per month SIM. That's great. Today, we're going to look at holidays. Who wants to go on holidays? Both hands. I do. I can't wait. So I was thinking it's really good to look at things like going on holidays, how much it's going to cost. And I think African countries is the way to go now. Hot, nice food, meet our families if needed be. So I thought this idea to bring a little bit of our inner selves is perfect. So we have Morabeza Resort, which is Cape Verde, Angola Sol, which is in Angola, Santo Tomé Rio, which is in Santo Tomé, and Sal Laguna. All these hotels coming from UK, whether you're coming from London or Manchester, which is where I'm based. So if we have a look at the price, we can see that the price for one night is so and so, and the price for extra nights is additional. So for every extra night is cheaper, but it adds up to the value, initial value. We know that computers now do all this, and we can go on EasyJet and say we want all inclusive, and it does all that. However, sometimes when you do it individually, it's cheaper. So that's why we need to know this. But just as an example, we have the following ones. So if we look, it has the season. So in May, usually depending on the day you're going to travel, it can go a bit higher or a bit lower. When your parents are booking holidays, sit down with them and check. Usually, if you guys are at school, the prices are cheaper. When you guys are on holidays, the prices are much higher. The reason being is because they know people want to go on holidays when the children are on holidays, and they boost the prices up. Okay, which is not good. So let's say we are in May and we want to go to Sal Laguna. I know that I would want to go for more than one night, so I'll probably select 261 and the extra night. So I'll probably stay there for 2 weeks. So remember to take out the first night. The first night is the most expensive one. So that means if I'm going there for 15 days, I do 15, take away 1, which we know is 14, and times by 83. Because I know that the first night is 261. And I don't need to calculate this. What do I have to do? I created a spreadsheet where we can calculate, like we've done with the mobile phone, but with less stress this time. Okay, so we find the price for one night. Let's say for this one, 2 people want to spend the night at the Sal Laguna, leaving in July. How much will it cost for them? Okay, so first and foremost, the cost for one night in July is 322. So I type in 322 there. How many extra nights I want to stay? So it's 4 nights. I take away one of the nights and I have to pay extra for the other 3 nights. It's a cheaper price. So 3 extra nights. And then the cost for the total cost for those 3 extra nights is 115. So you add them together. So then I need to know how much it costs in total for a stay. And I know that is going to be £668. And how I've done this, I've done the sum, so we can do it again. So equals, okay. Do you want me to zoom in? Yeah. Is it better now? Okay. Equals sum. And then I press here, sum. And I need to know first and foremost, how much is it for the first night? So that's the first night. And we need the other 3. So that means I need to add 3 nights times by the price per night, which is 115. So I press where the 115 is. And that's the calculation. So first and foremost, equals sum. You open the brackets, you need to select. And then you press the one night, which is a 322, which is the B25, plus 3 nights at £115. Close brackets, and you should get the answer here. Okay. Apparently I can do it. Yeah, that's fine. You'll see on this one, I tried to block so it's easier for us to manage this page. So let's just zoom out. You know what? My laptop is so warm. I bet is that is making it slow. It's really not taking in any information at the moment. So let's see. Okay, so the price for, yeah, let me just try and get it in the right spot again. Just give me a second. My internet is so slow today, beyond belief. Okay. So now we have the price for one person, £668. But how many people are going? We said 2 people are going. So we have the number of people. So I type in 2. And if we have a transfer, we have the transfer cost is here, is £12 per person. Do you know what a transfer is? Wesley, could you? No? Lucas, do you know what a transfer is? No? Okay. So a yeah, yes.
Does it mean where you give someone something?
Yeah, that could be a transfer of money, yeah, and exchange of items, yeah. But also, airport transfer is when we get to the airport and the hotel is not right next to the airport. So that means you need to get a taxi or a bus to get there. To make it easier, if you purchase the transfer, it's one less thing you need to think about when you go on holidays. So what happens is you end up paying extra for the taxi or the minibus that picks you up from the airport and drops you straight into the hotel. Okay, and the same happens when you are coming back home. So you can ask for a transfer from the airport in London to take you home. So you don't have to think about those things. Okay, so that's what is a transfer, and the price is just £12. Okay, £12 just to go from one airport to the hotel, and then you need to pay back from the hotel to the airport. Usually when you come back home, you know your way around it, or you have someone to pick you up, but it's up to you if you want 4 journeys, and that means you need to times that by 4. Okay, so we have then 2 people. There's no transfers. They didn't say anything about transfers. And we have the total cost for 2 people is 1,335 and 84. And I didn't need to do any calculations because this done it for me. Is literally just multiplying 668 times 2. Okay, does that make sense? Tell me if I'm going fast, because you're going to practice this in a second. Okay, then we have the second part. Imagine we have 4 people and they have transfers on top. And that's really important. So they're going to Morabeza Resort. For the first night in August is £250. Then they want to stay 2 extra nights. Okay. If they want to stay 2 extra nights, each night costs £89. And now we can calculate. This is just the information from the table above. Okay. So if we go on to Morabeza and is in August, Morabeza August, you can see £250. So if we select this one. Obviously, I can't do this at the, oh, look at that. Don't know why it does that all the time. I need to unlock for me. I should be able to use it. And then you select the one you're going for. I'm going to copy the same. So I selected that. So it's easier to identify where we are. And per night is 89. So when we come down, we have to find out how much it costs for one person. So again, you'll be this value, sum equals, open brackets, 250. You select that one, 2 nights plus 2 nights times 89. Okay. And you get the total cost of 429. Thumbs up if it makes sense, thumbs down if it doesn't make sense up until here. Yeah, kind of, yeah. So let's have a look. Which part, Lucas? Because we want to make sure we know spot on. So the first one night, I just went onto the table and got the data. On the table here, we have all the cost in pounds. So in May, you pay £172. In June, you pay £185. But we going in August, so I selected the one in August. Yeah. So that one in August, they're staying for 3 nights. The first night, you pay 250. So that is gone. Yeah. So I wrote that. The other 2 nights, they cost each night, one night alone, cost 89. So that means I would have 89 and 89 there added together. Yeah, that's what we've done. So those 3 nights they're spending, I even done the calculations just to make sure it was 3 nights minus the first night, okay? Because that first night is paid at a higher rate. Was that okay? Perfect. Then you need to know the cost, as we said, is 89 here and 89 here. You're adding them together to find out how much it is. So you need to multiply this cell and this cell. Yeah? So it's 2 lots of 89. Okay? So once you've done that calculation, you find out the total amount. So that means you do sum. So the cell would say sum. Can you see the sum here? Let me see if I can zoom in. I don't know. This thing to zoom in is really playing up. Every time I try to zoom in, it's playing up. So I need to take that restriction. It doesn't help. So I try and, no, it doesn't allow me to zoom in. Okay, we have sum equals sum, and then the B31 is the first cell, 250 pounds, plus 2 lots of 89. 2 lots of 89. And that should give you the answer of 428 altogether. You can even do it by hand if you prefer. So have you got your calculators at hand? If you do, very quickly, what we're doing is literally writing sum equals sum, and is the 250 pounds for one night plus 2 times the cost of the extra nights. And you should get the answer of 428. Just check on your calculators, because that will help you as well see not just the cells. Is actually what you're doing. One night, and then you're doing 2 nights times the price of one extra night you stay. If you stay 4 nights, you multiply by 4. If you stay 12 nights, you multiply by 12. Yeah, depends how you do it. Does that make sense? Yeah, kind of. Okay, we'll practice, and then when you practice, it'll be easier. So then the next one, we have 4 people, they're going, and they want transfers as well. So we need to have a look how many transfers. If it's just one, so to get there and return, we need to make sure that the 4 people have that return. So we need to calculate 12 times 8, because it's to go there and return. So 12 times 8. So that is a must, okay? And I think, yeah, let me see. Don't know if I'll be able to change it. Trying to see if I can get this 100%. Oh. And I want you to guide me through this when we do the next one. So because it's 4 of them, we need to find equals. I know he's going to mess up at some point. So 48 times by, sorry, 428 times by 4. And then plus, we need 8 times by the 12 pounds, because that's the transfer, okay? Each transfer costs 12 pounds. Don't know if he's gonna allow me to do it. No, he won't. He should, because I'm the owner of this. Unless he's saying someone else is. Let me just try some other tricks. See if it works. Okay, so what I would like you guys to do as well is to practice a little bit on this, because next session you will be able to have all the answers to the other questions, because if you don't practice, you don't know. So check your chat while I set up your page. Let me see. And I'll copy the table. And you're going to just practice on your own, literally just test driving. Can you see the spreadsheet? Yeah, I can see. There's a warm bug in there straight away. Let me see if I can get it out. I'll do the same because it's playing up with me at the moment. So go on to the one that says holidays, copy the table. You should have one with Wesley. Yeah. Wesley, can you see the table? And Lucas? Can you guys see the table? Yeah, fantastic. So what I want you to do is think about you and your family. I want you to pick the holiday with or without transfer. Let's see how many of you can do this with or without transfer. Oops. This is... okay, there. Guys, any questions? You can ask me as well while I try to add a couple of things on yours. So the tables, I'll leave the example as well. You can always copy the examples that we have. And start a new afresh. So how many of you, Lucas, in the house? Lucas? How many of you in the house?
5.
5. So you would have to calculate a holiday. You pick any from the list. Okay. And you should be able to say for 5 of us, with or without transfer is up to you. Okay. How much would it cost by using the table that we have there? Wesley, same. Ask me any questions if you get stuck. Who's here? We have, who's Wombug? Is it you, Lucas? Or Wesley? Which one is Wombug? You don't know. So when you logged in, are you in the spreadsheet? Yeah, okay. Wesley, are you in the spreadsheet? Wesley, can you join the spreadsheet? Which one are you?
I joined the spreadsheet.
There's only one. There's only one bug. Try and type. Maybe you guys are on the same email. Maybe he's doing that. Type Wesley on yours below the PS. Trying to see who's here.
Well, I'm meant to write it.
Can you do it?
Where am I meant to write my name?
At the bottom of the last part that I copied out, it says PS These are just few things. So if you write your name below, then I know yours is working or Wesley is working. I don't know which one is working. So you have one folder with Wesley's holidays, halls, and then you have yours, which is HLS. So when you type your name, I should be able to see it, even if you are with the same emails. I should be able to see you guys typing. There's nothing showing up, so I'm not sure. Are you typing? Yeah, Lucas, I saw yours. Fantastic. So yeah, now both of you are in. Great. Blobfish. We have a blobfish and a worm bug. So Lucas, seems like you are. Yeah, I saw your name before. Okay. So the wormfish. So pick from the holidays. Can you see you have 4 different holidays? Morabeza, Angola, Santo Tomé, and Sal. Okay, pick one of them. Pick one of them. Pick one of those days and the month you want to go to. You can even highlight using the formatting. That's best for you. I'm adding some tick boxes so you can use. And remember, it's 5 of you going on holidays. Okay, I think one is complete. To see what.
I can't write.
Well, how much did you put in? I can see an arrow there. Is it Wesley one?
Mhm.
Yeah. Wesley, can you see where it says error? Wesley? On Wesley's page. There's error on the first night. How did you type? Did you put pounds at the front? Hello? Unmute.
Yes.
Yeah. Remove the pound sign because he won't calculate then at the end. So usually what you can do is either copy the price on the first night or say equal and press on the actual time you want to go. Yeah, give it a go. Because it is a good practice knowing how to select the cells as well. You'll start seeing it makes a heck of a difference. Yeah, so you selected May. I can see you're highlighted. So which resort? Morabeza, fantastic. So that selection is good. So if you're going in May, just press the ones that are. Yeah, so you could say equals, where you have error, you type in equal, and then press on the actual holiday you're going. Fantastic, perfect. So are you going in May 268? Which one is 268? Ah, you're going Santo Tomé. So you have a Morabeza highlighted though. Do you want to change that to Santo Tomé 268? Yeah, so that means just highlight when you're going. I'm going to actually select. Don't know why it appeared false. It should be the tick box. Tick box. Okay. Is your tick box showing now? Oops. O que está a cantar a fado. Okay. Okay, you have the tick boxes now. Makes your life easier. Fantastic. I can see some changes. So you're staying extra nice, 5 people. Fantastic. Can you see the price change straight away? So all of you, 3,871. Quite a lot. That's great. Well done, Wesley. Let me see, Lucas. Have you done yours? So, Lucas, shall we go over yours? Yeah. So the first one, where do you want to go? Which hotel do you want to go to? I can't hear you. Which? Yeah, you muted. Yeah. Which hotel you want to go to? You have Morabeza, Angola, São Tomé.
Morabeza Resort
You want to go Morabeza Resort? When? When do you want to go?
in May
May. May this year or next year?
next year.
Next year. So it's the one at the bottom. See if you can see. I
No,
selected
this
that
year.
one.
This year.
Yes. Oh, this year. So we go up. Okay. So May this year. So I'm going to remove that one. Can you see I selected yours? It's here. And it has a tick next to it. Can you see? Yeah. Fantastic. So now can you see the price is how much is for the first night?
£172.
Perfect. So can you go on to the first night and just type in 172?
Done that.
At the bottom, you have the example. Use that one.
Yeah, I did.
You change it. Is he allowing you to?
I already did.
Oh, you did. Are you sure you're not on Wesley's? Ah, you were at the bottom of Wesley one. Ah, that's why. Okay, and you're going for 4 nights. Okay, that's fine. And what is the cost per extra night?
£55.
So type in there 55 instead of some equals. Yeah, you can type or say equal to 55. You can type in. Yours is saying function is not correct. So there's 2 ways of doing equals and 55, or you can actually type 55. Yeah, it's done there. Great. Are you going to have transfers?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So it's 5 of you. So that means it's 10 transfers times by 2. So we're talking about 20, really. All of you going and returning. So the only thing you have to do differently, it's here, instead of 8, you change to 20 transfers. I think I've done that. Yeah, and you can see it now. So transfers is £12 per person, per transfer. Okay. Wow. Wesley, your holidays is expensive. What is the cost of 1 night? You need to change that one because it's 268. What is the cost per night for the extra night? So you had 268, 96. Was it Saint Tomé? 96. Okay, I'm going to share the screen. Okay, guys, return to Zoom so I can show you what's happening. Okay. If it doesn't go a little bit pear-shaped. I don't know what's happening with my laptop today, but it's playing up big time. Okay. So May, if you chose May, this is the option. Yeah. So you've done the second one. So that means you have 172, which is equal to the top one. Perfect. Then you want to stay for do you want to stay 4 nights or 5 nights? Because this is the important. 4 or 5, sorry.
4.
4. So that means the first night is already paid for. Okay. So this one, I would say it's equal to 4 minus the 1, because we know we have already. The first night is paid for. So that's done. And then 55 is the cost per night. So you've done well by saying equals. And instead of sum, you don't type sum because it's not a calculation. It's just you saying it's equal to the extra nights. So that's done. Up until now, is that okay? Yeah. So we're just copying basically. You can type or you can copy, because imagine that price changes, it changes automatically at the bottom as well. Then we find out the price per person. And I'm going to do this again. So I would have to say it's equal to the sum, and this appears, this menu appears. Select the first one. And you say first night plus whatever value I've got here times, and you can press shift and 8. You have the asterisk. That is the times. The daily cost. Yeah. That's it for every extra day. And you get the total cost for one person without transfers yet. Then you have the number of people. It's 5 of you going on holidays. So you need to times that value times by 5 plus any transfers. We don't know if you're on transfers or not, but if you do, you need to remember how many transfers you need. It's 5 of you. If it's just one way, so you do that times by 5. If it's 2 ways, it's times by 10. If it's going and returning and going and returning again, then you need to remember that you're doing 20, okay? Because there's quite a few of you. Okay, so we said transfers. So we have transfers from home to the airport, yeah? And then you get to the place, you do a transfer from there back again to the hotel. And then when you go back home, you do the same. You get a transfer from the hotel to the airport and from the airport to your home in London. Can you see how easy it is to forget those? They add up. So it's 20 altogether. Yeah? 20. So then you have to add absolutely everything. So we have the total cost per person. Okay. Times by 5. So we'll do it from the beginning, okay? Equals total cost per person, which is 337, plus, let me see the sum. So if I don't write the sum, it won't do anything. Sum, and then 337 plus times by 5 plus the transfers. Why is it running away? Plus the transfers times by 20, because it's every time you guys go from a transfer from home to the airport, from the airport to the hotel, and then do again, is 5 times 2. Yeah, one way, 5 times 2 the other way. So you add them together, is 20 transfers. So you get the total amount, which is ridiculous, 1,925. I can go Cape Verde anytime if that's the cost. It's not, it's more expensive actually. It is. It's around, me and my son together is around 3,000 if we go to a hotel. Yeah, so it's quite a lot, isn't it? This is a good example how cheap it can be, but usually it's not that cheap if you go to a hotel. But if you have family in Cape Verde, do you need to pay for a hotel? So you're saving, aren't you? No? Tick. So if you have someone to pick you up, do you have to pay transfers? No. So there you go. So you can save on those. Any questions? No? Because you have homework. You need to ask all those questions. You have homework today. If you go onto the course, can you see where the course is? Let me see if I can find, because I closed. So when you log in onto the website, you have 10 questions there. And I want you to use the template I gave you, but start thinking of all the processes. Because when you are actually doing this, you go onto your account and you choose the one. I think you just have the one. Maths for Life. And you come down and you should have, today is holiday deals. We had the mobile phones last week. This week is the holiday deals. So when you come here, you have the spreadsheet and you also have the tasks. So you have 10 tasks there, okay? So it's literally test driving, and I want you to do it separately and then check the answers. Use the spreadsheet because it makes your life easier, but if you need, jot down, I need to add the first night plus the extra number of nights that I'm gonna stay, plus any transfers, and how do I go about? Because then we'll check if you got all the answers correct through quizzes. So shall we say Saturday, you should get the quizzes? So you can put all the answers there? Yeah? Fantastic. So give it a go. Use the table. Yeah, we're using the same table for the holidays. And try and think, why do we have all that discriminated? Why do we have one night? Why do we have extra nights? Why do we have the total cost per person? And why do we have the total cost per group? Because that will make a difference when you're actually booking holidays. You're thinking, I might save more money here or there. In this case, is really knowing the cost. Yeah. Imagine by group, you get 20% off. Then you know it's worth it. Yeah. Fantastic. So I know it's working with spreadsheets is not as easy, but you'll get there. I'm sure you'll get there. And watch the video again. Watch the video. I'm going to upload because sometimes when you see it in your own time is easier. Although we had a few glitches, you can always refer back to the part that we've done now at the end. Okay. That's great. So guys, I shall catch up with you later. And well done for today.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Yeah. Let me see.